Radio Pantheon.
Sure, quite a very hectic day it was, I must say. It's been a very, 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 very beautiful day. We really hope everybody had a fantastic time. It has.
How beautiful was it?
It was hectic, it was creative. We had an amazing day, to be honest. Like, it was
Frankly.
filled with a lot of information, a lot of creativity. Come on, we learned so much. Mostly about our mental health.
Exactly, a lot of mental health. Do you guys feel like we should do like a lost check-in since the morning?
Yes, a last check-in mood.
Yes.
It's a necessary. We cannot live without checking our mood.
Yes, out of 10?
I'm giving myself 9. Things have changed throughout the day.
At this hour, at 9.
Yeah, I'm giving myself 9.
Oh, nah, chavas. Yes.
It's a great
Do you really
day.
want me to answer that question?
yes.
I was a bit let down by a couple of things, so I'm down to a 6.
Okay.
I think I'm
It'll
gonna
get better. I'll give you a
should.
hug. It'll get better.
Oh, nah, chavas hugs makes everyone feel better. I think I'm gonna fare 6, 7.
Okay.
6.5. I think it's been a very hectic day and we met quite a lot of people. Speaking of people we met, I'm super excited to meet again one last person who's going to join us. I do not want to butcher her name, but I know we actually had a very nice chat session, and she's also been a huge fan of everything that has been happening all around. Yes, after just this short break. All right, so just at the booth, we're joined by Alison. Yes, Alison Omoni.
Omoni.
Yeah.
Yes. Oh,
Alison
chavas.
Omoni.
You got it. So, hello, Alison. And I mean, it's been a hectic day. I don't know. Do you mind giving us your mood out of 10?
I would say 9.
A fair 9.
All right.
It will probably be 10 after we see the president.
That's what everybody's looking up,
course.
looking forward to. But you just touch base on, I believe, we did have a chat earlier on, and I must say, it's really lovely to know that you came all the way, and you've been telling us about all of the experiences of other countries that you went to. What's your link to mental health?
Okay, so I'm very happy to be here. I am a student mental health nurse at the prestigious University of York in England. So I've come to represent my university, and I am also in association with the Office of Philanthropic Partnerships Alumni. So I'm a mental health advocate. I'm also a student leader with the Council of Deans of Health in the UK. And I'm also a student social prescribing champion. So I've come to listen in and learn a few more things about what's happening globally to ameliorate the mental health challenges that we face, because mental health is one of the world's most pressing challenges.
True. And you're very passionate about it, right?
Absolutely.
Can you maybe tell us of a time when your mental health, if you're comfortable, tell us of a time where you had to deal or face, if you have some sort of mental health challenges or relations with any close friend, maybe?
Sure. I think that so previously I was a dental care professional. So I've had to I left that career so I could pursue mental health. So I went from dental to mental. It's a bit of my tag. Because there were so many things that have happened, family and personal and everything like that. But I believe that as a lady coming from the BAME background, that's Black, Asian, minority ethnicities, it's a little bit trying to spread awareness and advocate for mental health, let people, destigmatize and demystify the myths around mental health. So basically, that's why I joined. Me personally, the challenges of going to university as a mother, as a wife, as a mature student, having to navigate, because I go to clinical placements and I deal with, really hard, difficult situations on placements. So the way I let out is I use my husband as a venting point.
Oh, wow. That's amazing.
Yeah,
He's just there.
Yes, he is. He's here
Moral
with me.
support.
And my children as well. I think about why I started, why I'm doing it for them. And I also think about all the lives that I'll possibly touch and the people that I'll see. I just want people to feel that they're in a safe space, that they can talk about their mental health without any stigmas.
Can I just say, you said you went from dental to mental, right? And dental care is notoriously often excluded from healthcare in general. I find myself that mental health care is often not talked about as much as the rest of healthcare. So what do you think about that? How do you think that both of these subjects, and especially mental health, as it's this conference's main topic, can and should be, if they should be, included in healthcare in general?
I think that it just depends globally where you are. So I feel like in countries such as the UK and the USA, dental care is quite prioritized, and mental health for so long has been a bit pushed under the rug. People don't feel like they're comfortable to talk about how they're feeling because they don't want to be labeled or they don't want to be stigmatized. And so me joining that workforce, so I was in dentistry myself and I specialized in orthodontics, so that's quite like a vanity section. People wanting to get their teeth straightened as well, but then there's also health reasons for wanting to do that. So I just looked at what was going on around me, and then I decided to make that change myself, and I thought if it's not too popularized, then why not let me take the step?
Do you have any advices for people who are struggling with their mental health? How can they deal with their mental health issues?
I'm very big on holistic therapeutic aspects of combating mental illnesses, such as primarily anxiety and depression. So talking about things, looking for something that you love doing and maybe focusing on that. So I do sometimes dabble when I'm on placements. I dabble with occupational therapy type of roles. So going out to the garden, taking some of my patients that I work with for daily extracurricular activities, and I find that people release that way and they feel a little bit better. But I'd always encourage you to talk and seek help.
To go to therapy.
Yes. Therapy is so important, particularly for people who are traumatized. People shouldn't be ashamed to seek for help. I'm also suicide awareness trained, so I do ask people questions or talk to people and try to get them to open up a bit more.
And when someone's of a lower income, because often therapy and other mental health services aren't available for free, through the state, wherever you are, how do you suggest people who don't have access to these services, what can they do instead?
So I would encourage, there are sometimes voluntary groups and things. So the UK, for example, I attended a Health Education England conference a few months ago. So the UK has roles whereby the NHS England are implementing things like social prescribing, which is what I'm a student champion of. So those services are they're implemented to assist with the GP, with the general practitioner and the doctors, to just alleviate that pressure so that people are not running straight to the doctor, because it could be that they could join a local group for arts and crafts and music and things like that. And I noticed that we've got the Reflect mural as well, and a few other arts and crafts here, which can also help with people who might have mental health challenges, to focus in on those.
Wrapping it up, do you maybe have any last words that you can say to somebody else that's here? Something that you believe you took away, you taking away from the conference?
Words of encouragement.
Exactly, yeah.
I really just want to advocate for mental health so passionately. My number one thing is for people to feel safe, to feel like they're not alone, that everybody, we all have mental health, that the difference is that whether others have more severe issues or more pressing challenges. I also took a lot of encouragement from the plenary sessions. I've been watching them live. I can't wait to attend the one with Goldie Hawn and, of course, President Barack Obama. Goldie Hawn's going to be talking mainly about the children, how to, raise mentally fit children. And as a mother myself, I'm looking forward to honing in and getting some advice from there as well and learning. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
you.
Thank you so much for giving us
Thank
our
you so
time.
much.
Lovely.
Thank
I must say, with that being said, I do not know if we still need to get somebody else because I'm looking at the